Okay, let's have a game on the 5-minute auto pairing. So let's try a Dutch defence, I think. Leningrad set up. So here, playing for e5 is often an idea. I don't think it matters so much about the diagonal. I can do an interesting exchange sack, which I've seen before. This could be a very entertaining game of such an exchange sack with e4. I'm hoping for an entertaining game after this. If I can get a good dark square grep or counterplay with this exchange sack. Because I'm sort of blotting out the bishop a bit on g2. I think knight g4, it doesn't matter if he helps me control d5 with these double pawns. Still blotting out that bishop. I think the idea was h5, h4 in the game I'm thinking of. Let's try and get some counterplay against the king going quickly. Okay, so here knight e5 might be an idea. To try and soften up white's king if possible. I mean, king h7, bishop h6, that's reminiscent of this game I'm thinking of. So this bishop's not so good as usual, that pawn on e4. And dark squares are sort of better than black, for black than usual. I'm not sure I need bishop e6 right now. It could help in principle, you know, it gives moves like rook d8, though. Okay. If I think I'm going to let him take this because it's giving me a g file f4 to play with. I've got that f4 for knight f4, then queen g7 is automatically quite dangerous. Even just knight h4 here, or knight e5. Hold things up. Rook d8 could be useful, but knight h4, queen g7. Okay, so queen g7 coming up, if he doesn't do anything about that. Maybe, okay, just rook g8 or queen at queen h5. That's tempting for knight f3. Just be able to get knight f3 and bishop takes, queen takes, h3. So knight f3 here. Then maybe f4 and bishop h3. It looks like a good attack with f4 coming up here. f4, that's knight e4, bishop h3, knight g3, bishop g2. Can white survive that? I wouldn't have thought so, to be honest. I can't see what else to do here. Bishop f3, maybe he's waiting for that. Can I just get the rook to h4 instead without sacrificing anything? Because rook g4 takes that, there's rook g1 to win the queen on h4 here. Well, there's got queen h3 as well. Let's play rook h4 with minimal fuss. Oh, I thought it was minimal fuss. Okay. Can I get the bishop in? Oh. Well, I've got bishop h3 in sight, if that's any good. I'm hoping this looks pretty promising. As promising goes. Promising attacking positions go. So it's better than my earlier game just now. So you'll be seeing all these games on, I think I'm going to try and use the scheduling, you'll see them tomorrow on Sunday. So I think bishop h3 here looks, you know, fairly crushing. I'm hoping I'm not going into some evil trap. It really does look crushing, as crushing goes. He's resigned here, so that was a decent game. I thought there's this French Grandmaster Immortal Game, I think, which had this exchange sack. So I'm pleased to have used the concept in that game, because as well as blocking the bishop, you can, you know, just use the h4 on the dark squares later. From an evaluation point of view, was black actually better? No, white's technically better. So where did he go wrong?
Check.
Looks as though white's better here, but in practice, you know, there's an attack brewing up. In fact, okay, knight takes e4 was mentioned there. It's good I'm not playing an engine in this line. But here, black is doing fine now. Where did he go wrong? Apparently, knight takes e4. Takes. This would have been good.
Check.
And if king h8, bishop takes c6, he's mopping up things. Queen d4
Check.
is actually winning that knight there. So there's some loose pieces around, or taking the queens off. So knight takes e4 is interesting. Now again, knight takes e4 is still interesting here. Apparently, in this position, we took.
Check.
He's sort of exposing my king to horrible
Check.
checks. This is a forced mate. Look at this. Wow, how everything is exposed after knight takes e4. But so here is a mistake. Queen e2, just allowing knight f3. I think back in the game here, I'm doing well now. I'm doing very well. It's actually black's actually. It seems -3 now, -4, -5, f4. Yeah, the attack's just very easy to play. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that one. Okay, comments or questions on YouTube. Thanks very much.